Welcome to the very first week of 2024. So, as we step into the dawn of the new year, I hope this message finds you full of hope, inspiration, and this year, a sprinkle of the magic that 2024 brings into our lives. We enter the week of January 1st to the 7th, a time when resolutions are made, goals are set, the energy of new possibilities is in the air. Whether you're diving headfirst into ambitious plans or savoring quiet moments of reflection, know that the universe is aligning to support your journey. As we begin to embrace the energies of the first week, let's carry the momentum of fresh starts, the optimism of new beginnings. This is your canvas to paint with intentions and dreams and desires and goals. A cosmic invitation to create and shape the chapters of your unfolding story. I'm truly grateful to have you here, sharing in this cosmic adventure. So let's navigate the celestial currents and explore the insights for the week, and infuse these first days of the year with positivity and purpose. So stay tuned as we go to the cards to unravel the threads from January 1st through to the 7th. I'm excited to share my insights, offer guidance, and be a part of your journey into this bright new year. Wishing you love and joy in a week filled with magic. So let's make it an amazing 2024. And now for your personal tarot, sun, moon, or rising sign focus. I'll see you there. Welcome, Scorpio. This is your weekly focus for January the 1st through to the 7th, 2024. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thanks for being here, and let's dive into the cards. Okay, our underlying energy for this week is the Queen of Swords. You know, you got to be protective of your dreams, your goals, your desires, your wants. Don't let anybody tear them down. Don't let anybody criticize them. Don't tell anybody that you shouldn't, or don't let anybody tell you that you shouldn't, you couldn't, you mustn't, you can't. Because you can. You absolutely can, especially if it's dear to your heart. This is about taking those seeds, planting them in the ground, and nurturing them. Treating them like your child, loving them unconditionally. Yes, your goals and your dreams, to know just how magical life can be if you were to succeed in some of those dreams and some of those desires that you hold close to your heart. So this is about maybe eliminating some of the people who criticize a little bit too much or pull you down for energy. Maybe make a little bit of space between you and them this week, because I think you will be talking about things, and I think you're going to be talking a lot about how you want to go forward. Maybe you're in negotiations this week with something. Maybe you're going to try and get a contract going to bring extra money in or something like that. There's negotiations. But I also get the sense that you also have this fear this week, this fear that you're not organized enough, or you'll never be organized enough. And you're double and triple checking your work, and I don't think it's as that necessary. I think the more that you just relax and go with the flow, I think you already know. So stop thinking that you're unprepared, that you're not ready for this, because you are. You wouldn't be in this moment in time if you weren't. Okay, let's see what our first card is here. The Knight of Swords, yeah. You're jumping onto that stallion, you are raising your sword, and you are yelling charge. This is about seeing the potential of your future. So this is the week where you are going to get that thought, that image, that aha moment, that epiphany of where you can go, of who you can become. I don't think there's any limits here. Now, it is a king, or it is a knight, so he's not as smart as the king. So we're bound to make a few mistakes, but we want to face that challenge, overcome that fear, lessen that anxiety by doing, by going after it, by looking that problem or that challenge or that decision you need to make in the eye and saying, yes, I'm doing this. I'm going forward. You can't stop me. So you might as well just get out of the way, because I am going through that problem, that challenge. The Magician. All you have to do is your thoughts. Your thoughts create your reality. Your thoughts create your tomorrow. I think there is enough literature out there that I don't have to explain that anymore to people. Over the last couple of years, it's really come out to, pay attention to your thoughts. What are you thinking? Control your thoughts. They're your thoughts. Don't let it take you into the past where you failed, or it didn't work out, or you dropped the ball, or you should have said something and you didn't, or you did say something and you shouldn't have. Wipe all that away, especially this week. I mean, we have the Magician as our middle card of our three most potent cards in the reading, actually. This tells me that whatever you see as your future, it will become your future. Now, do we have to show up for it? Absolutely. Do we have to roll up our sleeves and get to work? More than likely. But we can make it a reality. We can make it something tangible. So what are you wishing for? What are you hoping for? What do you desire? What is the strategy? What is the plan? What is the goal? And have goals written down. Write them down. Write them down all over. Write them down wherever you look so that you see that goal. Maybe it's $20,000 a month that you make by the end of the year. $100,000 a month you make by the end of the year. It's not outlandish today. People are doing that every day, starting up, and, by 12 months later, they're living a completely different life. Why can't you? Because somebody told you couldn't once upon a time. What makes you so special? Well, they were wrong. You are special. You are a divine being having a human experience. So if that doesn't make you special, I don't know what would. So this is really about looking at, just taking some moments back, taking it back a little bit and really thinking it through. What do I want to accomplish for 2024? Where do I want to be? You might have this 5-year plan. Great. But we need to break it down now into smaller chunks, right? We need to know where we're going to be by the end of this year so that we can progress. By the way, when we place long-term goals, we usually give ourselves too much time. And when we do short-term goals, we don't give ourselves enough time. So make sure that you're allotting the right amount of time. Really think about it. Because it can be yours. I mean, you have the Magician, for goodness sakes. And the 9 of Cups, which is your wish card. So start making those wishes. I know it's nowhere near your birthday, but start making those wishes in every part of your life. Start dreaming of the possibilities, of the potential of your tomorrow, your potential of your today, the potential of you. Work and career. The aha moment. I got goosebumps. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is the aha moment. This is the epiphany. It's like you go to reach for that sword to hack a path for yourself, maybe to cut away negative people, negative things. Maybe it's things that just don't have value in your life anymore, and you keep dragging them forward with you. But this is an aha moment. This is an epiphany that happens. It tells you so much more that you can do with that sword than what you thought. That same sword that you were holding up and running with. Okay? This is why. Because you have that epiphany. You have that aha moment. You have that moment of knowing, of clarity, of understanding. Don't dismiss it. Pay attention to that very closely. This is a new path going forward. And right now we're in thinking stages. Okay, right now we are trying to understand what it is we want to step into, how big it's going to be, how we can expand on it. Where is Jupiter for you? Jupiter's in your relationships. Yes. Well, we'll get to relationships fast enough. I was just wondering where the expansion could be. So for you, but for everybody, it's money. I mean, collectively, it's about money. It's about growing money. And we have a 2024 year. So 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 is an 8. And an 8 energy is financial abundance. If you take your time, if you think it through, if you make the plan, if you make the strategy. But it can come in lump sums too. So under an 8 energy. So just saying. But you more than likely will have to work for it. But this aha moment, this epiphany. So if you're looking for a job, start thinking about what you actually want to do. If you are negotiating for a job, you've got it. As long as you see yourself doing it before you go for the interview. If you're thinking about starting a new business, this is when you get that aha moment, that epiphany. If you're looking to expand your own business, it is that aha, that epiphany, that realization, that clarity. Something just strikes you, something just sparks. And knowledge comes in, clarity, wisdom. For love and relationships, look at this, we have the Emperor. Well, you're very matter of fact. You're ruling the roost here. At least this week. With the Emperor here, okay, so when we come into this world, the one thing that we want is love. Okay, and then it branches out as we grow older. There's more things we want and more things that we bring into our world. But when we start out, we want love. It changes over time. We want the respect of others. We want to be included. We want to belong. So if you go back to the basics, now, so I guess the Emperor's job here is, how do I create the greatest love ever? Like they're going to make a movie on my life by the time you're done, kind of thing. What things can I do within the relationship to grow it strong, to deepen it, this is like taking it to the core. It's taking it to the beginning. It's about creating love. Why? Why love? Because we want happiness. We want joy in our life. So how can I make my relationship more joyful? Bring in happiness, bring in giggles and laughters. Maybe we need to go out more and do more social things. Maybe we need to spend more time together, just talking. Maybe we just need to sit down and watch a comedy. Maybe we need to take a trip. Maybe we need to change some habits and behaviors we have, where we get an hour of each other's time every day where nobody else bothers us. Or maybe it's a half an hour. Maybe it's 15 minutes. But it's not 15 minutes while your phone is in your hand or sitting at the table buzzing. It's not while you're watching a TV show or doing something together. It's time for you to just communicate. And out of that communication, you start to grow the plan together. But I think you have the final say here. When all's said and done, even if you go out and you ask your friends, what should I do? You have the final say for what you're going to do within that relationship. If you're looking for a relationship, chances are you would meet somebody that is probably older than you. Very traditional, very strong in their position in the community. Wealthy would be another thing that might be. They have stature. Definitely they have stature in the community, in the home, in the workplace. They could be a boss, CEO, owner of a large business, or do very well in their business, what they do. So we could meet somebody really wonderful here. And if it's, I would almost say to ask for help. What should we do? Like, have a conversation with God, your angels, the universe, your guides, that divine energy, your higher self. Like it's just you sitting there having a cup of tea with a friend at the kitchen table. And say, listen, so I'm out there and I'm doing this, and he's out there, or she's out there, or they are out there doing that. And what could we do together Do you guys have any ideas for me? And then walk away from the conversation. Chances are you'll have that little aha moment. You'll have that little epiphany that tells you exactly what would be a great night out or a great afternoon together or a great weekend away. But I think it boils down to love, joy, happiness should be the three things that you're gearing it on. Not so much deepening the relationship. That'll automatically happen if you create love and happiness and joy in the relationship. You automatically grow to a deeper level. So I wouldn't worry too much about, looking to really cement something in there. It's just about having moments together and enjoying each other's time. And after the last couple of weeks, it might be quiet time at home together, but no cell phones, no TV on. It's your time. Lock the doors, take the phone off the hook if you still have one of those phones, and enjoy each other. Laugh with each other. A lot of laughing can just be done through reminiscing if you've been together a long time. Thinking back to times past when you did this or that, or when, Uncle Sal did this, or Aunt Gertie did that, or whatever it was, right? Okay, so for our spirituality, it is the Seven of Pentacles. So this asks me where your focus is. So at least, I've been giving everybody homework. I haven't really given you homework yet. So your homework is when you're meditating, when you're praying, when you're going through that quiet walk through nature, perhaps. Imagine the seed that you are planting and watch that seed grow into the great harvest you expect. Now, that seed could be a relationship, and you grow it into, you're sitting there with 5 kids now. A dog, a cat, picket fence, 2 cars in the driveway. Whatever it might be for you. Chances are that's not your dream. Or it could be a new job. Or it could be an expansion of what you already do. Or it could be you're leveling up. You're going for a promotion. You're going for that raise. Are you starting that new business? And then watch it. Watch it beginning to end like it's a fast movie. You know how they do that time-lapse thing? Do a time-lapse thing in your head. Okay, set the timer for 15 minutes. Now, trust me, you'll get about 30 seconds in, and you'll be thinking about, oh, I got to pick this up at the grocery store, and at 3 o'clock I got my hair appointment, and 5 o'clock I got to, this happens, okay? This happens because we have monkey minds. And so just take a deep breath and go back to exactly where you thought you might have been in your little time lapse thing, and just take it from there and take it forward again until you realize that you're not paying any attention to that anymore, and you're over there and you're making the grocery list again. Okay? 15 minutes a day. Set a timer. I'm serious. Let me know how you do. Health and well-being. Oh, you're feeling great. You're feeling great this weekend, or this entire week. You have energy, you have stamina, you have vitality. This is embracing yourself, loving yourself. I think in many ways you will love yourself this week. You will think, I deserve this. I am deserving of that. I am more than enough. Maybe it's to fill that new role, or when you're in negotiations, or I keep getting these negotiations. So somebody out there is going for negotiations for something, and you'll do great. Just love yourself. Know just how great you are. The more you understand how great you are, the more you have that confidence, that strength. And they get that vibration, that confidence, that strength. And of course they're going to sign with you, or perhaps it's hire you, or perhaps it's give you that promotion, or give you that raise, or maybe it's allowing you some floor space so that you can start your own business, and they're not going to charge you the full rate for the first 6 months or something. It's something happens, and it's because of your energy. It's because you are looking at your new beginnings, and you are embracing your new beginnings, and you are embracing you. And loving yourself this week in so many ways. How great is that? Okay, we have the Circle of Doors Tarot, which is just a fantastic deck. Okay, what do we have? We have the Mother of Knives, the Protector. The Mother of Knives, the Protector. Well, let's see what the book has to say about the Mother of Knives. There's the Four of Knives. This is how this deck is operating with me. It opens pretty well to the page most times. It always pulls out, it seems, the most fitting card. I don't know how this card is going to fit in there, but we'll see. From where are these angry words born? Why do they leap through my tired throat? I've lost track of my truth, lost sight of my kinship, and there is only the battle of wits and winning. When your powers of reason overtake your powers of compassion, your blade yearns for enemies to defeat, and your knowledge craves ignorance to destroy. When we hold too tightly to our beliefs, we mistake them for who we really are, and every challenge of understanding becomes a challenge for our lives. The mind wants to protect us and therefore wants to be superior to all potential foes, both real and imagined. When you remember yourself as a wounded child in a crowd of other wounded children, you can release the need to take disagreements personally. And dispel the fog of war that clouds your eyes. So, which ideas have you made into your identity? Where do you find the source of compassion in your body? What happens when you fall in love with the act of listening? Your affirmations for this week are: I release my desire to always be right. My ego is not really who I am. I choose to always be kind. And I am humble. And this week I have, I'll just hold the box up so you know what you're looking for if you decide you like them. Power Thought cards, Louise Hay. And I'm going to fan them out. You'll just have to trust me that I'm fanning them out. I won't look, I promise. As I say yes to life, life says yes to me. See, I couldn't cheat that well to get a card like that for you. As I say yes to life, life says yes to me. Life mirrors my thoughts, my every thought. As I keep my thoughts positive, life brings to me only good experiences. So life mirrors my every thought. As I keep my thoughts positive, life brings to me only good experiences. Of course, I'm reading that on the back, which is why I couldn't look at any of the cards because I had writing on both sides. But, you know, this is a week to discover just how wonderful and powerful and, you know, and yes, look at, you know, what things have you taken in that you have made it part of your identity, but it's really not part of your core values, or it's not part of your belief system at all. You know, it could come from parents, schools, peers. But the big part of this is saying yes to whatever comes forward. And I'm not saying to just say yes with the first opportunity. We're going to think it through. We're going to step it back. We're going to think it all through and stuff. But life will say yes to me. But start getting ready to say yes for all those experiences you are about to explore as we step into 2024. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.